niggas, they missing it. These niggas, they missing it. Stop with that renting shit. Go to the dealership, Tyler been getting it.
Airospvce, what it do, man?
It's good.
What's good? Appreciate you coming out, man. Taking that flight out here.
Always blessed, huh?
Yeah, how you feeling tonight, man?
Chilling. Tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you feel like your winter been going so far as far as the music, you know, getting out there, people's reception?
Good. Inspirational.
Yeah.
It's like it's a lot of dope music coming out. It's like not just that, but like it seems like DC's like coming together and shit.
Yeah.
It's tight.
I feel like niggas I feel like 95% of niggas working together, it's like 5% that's fucking it up, but we doing our thing, man.
Yeah, especially versus what it was before.
Hell yeah.
That shit was like,
nobody's rapping, nobody's supporting.
I don't give a fuck. Niggas have their shows over there.
Yeah, no open mics, but that's changing, man. So I guess just start off Airospvce. Where you get the name from, bro?
Let's see. I was born in Tacoma Hospital, and I grew up in Southeast DC, and then I moved from there over to PG. I lived at Greenbelt, Airospvce place right by NASA Goddard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And I've always been into space and shit. Like I grew up watching like heavy mecha anime, sci-fi anime, so like it just made a natural transition.
Yeah, yeah. So for the people out there who might be new to you, you know, just watching this interview, how long you been rapping, man? Because you got a lot of music out. It took me a little minute just to comb through everything, make sure, you know, I kind of heard everything. So how long has it been for you?
Actually putting out music like collectively since like 2007.
2007?
Yeah, I did like my own self-producer in 2007. Then I like stopped, came back, met my nigga Rod, and then we like came up and started doing stuff again from 2010 up until now.
Alright, shout out Rod, man. So what was your first project? You remember what that was like, or you remember the name of that?
I don't remember the name, but it was weird. It was like really spacey. It's like crazy because like thinking of some of the elements in the trap music now, and like some of the synthesizers and the ideas, because I even remember when like synths just first started getting like cool. I remember it was like a Chris Brown track I heard on the radio, then I was like, oh, I guess this is the direction we going in. But a couple years prior to that, I was making music that had heavy synths in it, and so it sounded a lot like that. It was like mad lyrical, but it was over like weird synthy
styles, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're a trendsetter in that respect.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
and it went from there to like the lo-fi shit.
Yeah, so creatively, like where does your music come from? Because, you know, I listen to a lot of your tracks. You talk about relationships, you talk about life, you know what I mean? So where does that come from?
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep it 300, like, there's weird niggas in the hood. Nobody says nothing about them.
Yeah, that's facts though, yeah.
But it's weird niggas in the hood. There's niggas in the hood that's in there, that's a part of it, that sees what's going on, that be in the shit, but niggas just kind of be like, oh, that nigga just weird. But we got our own life, we got our own minds and shit. So even though growing up different, having different interests, but still being out there, it like created a kind of like, I'll say like a fight, an internal war of who I was. You know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of music spurred from. Was kind of like, for example, it's like, you know, when an earthquake comes is a result of like seismic energy that's being like released. You know, you have the plates that rub together, and then that's kind of what it was like. So the music came out of that.
Okay, just from I guess the duality of being from the hood, but being your own self, being I guess different or weird or whatever.
Cause niggas like, you listen to metal, nigga? What the fuck?
So yeah, you got a lot of different influences in your music, sound-wise, sonically.
Right.
So, what type of music do you listen to on the regular? And do you listen to any DMV artists right now?
Yeah, I listen to everything, like literally everything. Like metal, I listen to Herbie Hancock. Like if we talk about metal, we talk about Periphery, we talk about Tesseract, we talk about Contortionist, or like, you know, whatever. Like I just listen to a lot of music because it's not, I don't just rap. Like rapping came from being a drummer singing in the choir. You know what I'm saying? It was always like a direct musical influence. Okay, yeah. So it's like oh shit, I got all these ideas musically, sonically. Let me put that into hip hop, and that's where it came from. As far as DMV niggas, like shout out my nigga Ali, my nigga Dirty Gauges, my nigga Breezy, my nigga Cause. You know what I'm saying? Like there's mad niggas that's out here that's killing. You know what I'm saying? My nigga G-Mo. So it's like, yeah, I see how everybody doing. That shit is dope. Cause like now it's like before it wasn't like a thing where you just walk outside and you see niggas just chilling and it'd be like, oh yeah, what you doing? Oh yeah, cool. Woo, woo. Here's my Insta. Oh, here's my Insta. Oh, you got a show? All right, cool. We connect. Oh, this is you from this side? Oh, we from this side? All right, you know, let's make music.
Yeah.
That wasn't a thing like 5-6 years ago. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you've been getting a lot of eyes, a lot of plays on your music. People starting to, I guess, really take notice. You think?
Yeah, it's at that point where it's like you need that one, not even just that one thing. You need that entry.
Yeah.
Like I have the link in the lineup, and I'm sick of shit. But I have the lineup and everything. You know what I'm saying? That niggas just like, yo, whenever you ready, let me know. When you got this project, let me know so we can start it. So I'm working on like 2 different projects, and I'm like trying to figure out which one is the one to release for the time. So I'm like letting people listen and see what they fuck with.
So what can we expect from the new work? Is it similar to the old, some of your previous stuff, or are you trying to move?
Nah, it's
in a whole different direction.
It's not even like a whole different direction. It's kind of like, all right, for example, like I came from like doing the lo-fi shit, right, or the weird shit. It originally was like spoken word, and then from spoken word to like, you know what I'm saying, the lo-fi shit, and then from the lo-fi shit, I'm into like this Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole-ish kind of idea of trap. You know what I'm saying, like the Mac Miller kind of thing, and then it's like, well, now I'm allowing myself to actually not just like what I like, but make what I want to make.
Yeah.
So versus like, you know, a lot of times a nigga go into a studio and be like, I'm trying to make this type of song, do this type of thing. It's like, if I hear this beat, what inspire me? Like, man, that ass is fat, fat that ass back, and use on my dick, look at when you get it back. Like, and be like, oh shit, so this might be an ignorant club banger, fuck it, let me make it.
Yeah.
And that's the type of mindset I'm in now.
You just let it flow naturally.
Whatever happens.
Yeah. So, what age did you start playing drums? Did you play, you know, instruments on your own tracks?
I played drums for this remix I did of an MF Doom track in 2010. It was on this Figaro joint. I made this album called Distant Separation. And yeah, I just drummed on the end of it. The homie was like, yeah, why don't you just put some shit on there? It's like, alright, whatever. But I've been drumming since a kid. Like, young. Like, I was drumming in the church and shit.
Yeah, you pretty sharp with it still?
Yeah.
Yeah. You do any your own producing, beat making, anything like that? All that?
Yeah. I like rapping on other beats because everybody has other ideas. But every now and then I'm like, let me let y'all know that this is a thing. And people be like, yo, let me get a beat. So I'll be like, all right, fine, I'll custom make you one.
Yeah. So do you have a go-to like producer or somebody you go to when you need beats?
Yeah. I got a couple people actually. There's this one homie named James who's from Portugal. I'm working here right now. There's another homie named Kamado. There's another homie named Airospvce. He's from Florida. Yeah, I got like a couple people that's like a go-to.
Yeah, they have your sound, kind of work together like that. And
I have a couple producers that I want to connect with, because it's weird how it is now. It's like you got the niggas that's trying to get on, then you have the niggas that's on. So like I'm in this weird pocket where the niggas that's on hear my shit and they're like, yo, I fuck with you, so they'll follow me. But the niggas that's trying to get on be like, nah, I'm trying to get niggas that's already on.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to connect to some of those niggas, because even though you got 1,000 plays and you really trying to connect the niggas, like you got some work that I could work with type shit.
Yeah. So speak on like how do you get to the point you're at now? Because there's a lot of younger rappers that watch the interviews. Like, what's your motivation? You know what I mean? How do you keep on going? Like, drop a song, might get 5 plays or some wild shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Yeah.
It's about you. Like it. Let me explain, because like a lot of people have a tendency to think it's not even like a selfish thing. It's like it's a selfish thing, but it's not a selfish thing. It's like you got to take care of yourself first and foremost. You're doing it because you love it. Some people are doing it for the money. If you're really, really good, you're gonna get the money, and the longevity is gonna be there as a result. So now for me, for example, like I've done things that I never thought I'd be able to do. I've got flown to places I never be able to see. So it's like you see these numbers, but then I'll be able to walk down the street and nigga be like, oh, what's good, Airospvce? Like I know that a result of my social media not being a thing is a result of me having my own internal issues and disappearing. This is what a lot of kids may have a problem with. They'll put something out and it doesn't get the perception that they wanted to. And then they'll double back and be like, nah, or they'll think they suck or whatever. Keep doing that shit. Put that shit out. Like, fuck it. Make it exactly what you want it to be and let it be you. Because I have a lot of talented homies that be like, I'm not even going to put this shit out. And it's like, what are you doing? Why you...
hold on to music. It's like, I guess niggas perfectionists, you know what I mean? And it's like, they trying to tweak that shit, but...
And I get it, but like, you're not like... The reality is, you gotta have the experience You know what I'm saying? It's like, you not niggas to tell you, be like, yeah, you gotta go to the show. Like, yeah, that shit y'all lit, son. But you have to actually be on stage in order for you to understand what that shit feel like. It's like, damn, I've been on stage. I've been on the forefront. I've been on the front lines. I'm appreciating and understanding the energy of this crowd. Now I want to continue doing this. Like, I feel like a lot of little niggas just want to get on stage. You know what I'm saying? They're like, I'm writing this because I want to get on stage because they see that.
On stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be lit though. I ain't gonna hate, but I see what you're saying. So, you remember your first performance?
I remember it was at what was Empire, used to be Jack's nightclub.
Okay.
Nah, I think it was before that. I did one in the backyard off of Brown Station Road in Upper Marlboro. Yeah, it was this little backyard party named the Crash Pad type shit.
Yeah.
And we did that. We had some local acts come out of there. It was like a metal hip hop show mixed with some jazz and R&B and shit. And then from there, the one right after that was the most notable one. It was under like, I don't know if people know about these niggas, but they call it Afton. And they come around trying to get local artists to like sign up with their shit, and they'll link them up to shows. But they gotta sell tickets in order to get their whatever.
Yeah.
So I did 1 or 2 of those shows, and this one I was like, all right, fuck it. It was at Jack's nightclub. And it was crazy, because I look back on it now, because you always have that inner doubt. Like, even still going back to, like, the kids, like, you always have that inner doubt. Like, 5 views, 10 views, 15 views, 20 million views. Like, you're always going to have that inner doubt at times, but, like, stay true to yourself type shit. Like, me being on stage, it was weird, because I go back and look at my video from 2012, and I'm like, damn, all you had to do was just lift your head up. Like, and that shit would have been nice.
But you learn over time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what genre, of music would you, classify yourself, or do you not put your music, in the box?
I don't know, man.
Cause I was trying to think, I'm like, well, I can't put my ear on it, you know what I mean? It's so many different sounds, and there's a lot going on. You know what I mean? So what would you describe it as?
I don't know.
Just that real shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real, cause
that real shit, yeah.
Because you can get any type of feeling from it at any given point in time. Like, if we're going straight off of, like, a sound, like, all together, like, it's hip-hop.
Just hip-hop,
like,
yeah.
Like, the reality is, it's like, we kind of, or even, like, some of the older niggas, older than us, kind of, like, force hip-hop into this bracket where it has to be this to be hip-hop. But the reality is, like, rock has subgenres. Hip-hop has expanded to things that nobody ever thought it was going to do. Like, when X blew up, niggas was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
There was niggas like that for years, even here. But when X blew up, it was like, oh, so this can be hip-hop too.
Yeah.
So then it's like, all right, so let's be real about it. Hip-hop has subgenres. Childish Gambino doesn't sound like Kendrick Lamar, doesn't sound like Anderson .Paak, doesn't sound like Earl Sweatshirt, doesn't sound like Shmino, doesn't sound like Shy Glizzy, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's all hip-hop. So I say put them in the bracket of hip-hop, but sad gang.
So how often do you hit the studio when you rap, and what's your process like when you do that? Like, can you freestyle, or do you punch in, or you're a writer?
Everything.
Everything?
Except, like, I try to challenge myself and not punch in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a style, I think, around here. Like, niggas just punching, like, hitting every bar. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess, like, even going back to the perfectionism thing, like, I'm a perfectionist also. So, like, and also with being a drummer, everything is beats, notes. Everything is 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4. So I'm thinking in that. And I'm also thinking about how, like, other rappers that I look up to may put their things together. Like, for example, Eminem, the way that he'll structure his bars is like, this will rhyme with this, but that doesn't come until the D bar. And then it's like, so whenever I approach him, like, I get an inspiration or something, I'm just chilling. Like, earlier this morning, I was, like, listening to Missy Elliott and what was that joint? To Get Your Freak On beat. I was cranking that joint, and then I heard another joint. I was like, oh, and then I got to write into it. You know what I'm saying? Because the mic is in my room, I can just go in there and just get whatever's on my head.
Yeah, that's real convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long? When did you start freestyling? Is that something you did as a child, or you just picked it up?
Like, we always just freestyle. That was just what we did. Well, it didn't matter where we was at school, where we was at church, just chilling in the whip. Like, we was always freestyling.
Yeah.
Like, we was freestyling coming up here.
I mean, it's like a muscle, man. You got practice. A lot of niggas don't really realize that.
Yeah, man. And the crazy part about it is too, like, I like freestyling because, like, it's not about how good it comes out. If you listen to somebody and what they're saying, you learn a lot about what's in their head. That's what music is about. It's about your own self-expression. So I think about it like that whenever it's freestyling. It's like, because the most exciting part for me is when I'm freestyling with people that are new to freestyling, and then they like fucking up, and then they pick it up and catch a real dope flow, and they keep going. Like, it's just fun.
You think that's motivating, seeing like, you know, like the new rappers, even niggas new to freestyling, is that motivating to you as well? Saying like, niggas really starting to come up of, you know, what they love to do?
Yeah, like, my little nigga Srat, I don't know how the fuck he say that shit. He say some weird shit, but it's like Srat type shit. But like, he's real nasty with the melodies, with the flow, with the shit. That's like my little bro Kev. So I like listen to him and I'm like, how did you think of that? Like, where was your head when you came up with this? And then I will go and I'll just be like trying some shit. I'm like, oh, this is real dope. So you see like the free form of how people are saying things.
Yeah. So do you get any pushback from, I guess, your music? I seen some of your videos. Conceptually, they pretty different. You know what I mean? Do you get any pushback from your music or just being yourself in the rap game?
Always have.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first it was like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you sound like these Aesop Rock atmosphere niggas. Oh, but you an anime nigga. But you're this. And then now being in 2018 and seeing all of those things be a niche that's blown up, and me sit back be like, y'all call me weird for this shit, and
it's
now
like
all of y'all are doing it.
Now everybody watching, everyone want to see an anime.
Yeah, like
what was y'all niggas at? You know what I mean?
2 years ago even.
Yeah, I'm hip.
Yeah, but it's like, it's cool. It's seeing people like, I feel like now it's getting to that point in time where people are starting to be more comfortable with being honest about who they are.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
And now they're starting to see that niggas like X, yeah, he got bread. Yeah, he blew the fuck up. Everybody knew him, but he's still a regular nigga. He still was in his whip and the nigga pulled out. Boom, that's your life. Yeah. It really is that quick. It don't matter if you're a celebrity. No matter if you're a citizen. Anybody can catch one. And I think it brought somewhat of a reality to us. So niggas at this point was like, all right, niggas gotta start being honest about who they are. Because if you fake, you will catch one. Yeah. And even if you are real about your shit, but you be doing too much, you will catch one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
For real, man.
Facts.
So do you feel like you making your own lane in the music?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. We be thinking this shit, man. Cause I be playing your music, man. You just be spitting, like hitting every syllable, man. Like, where that shit come from, bro?
I have one artist that I look up to more than anybody that I'm coming for his head.
Who's that?
That's Kendrick Lamar.
Respect.
Kendrick Lamar, I'm coming for you, son. But real shit though, I listen to some of the way that he plays with his words. I view Kendrick Lamar as a voice actor. Like, the way that I view him is like, it's like watching a play every time I listen to his music. It's like a theatrical experience. Like, even listening to, bro, like, I was so hyped on the Carter, bro. Oh my God.
How you feel about it? It got some mixed reviews a little bit, but how you feel about it?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it because it's like, fly in, bro, just thinking about the old shit. This is the Carter 2, baby. Yeah. Call me Mr. Carter, I kiss a daughter dead forehead, I killed the father, spilled the heart of a mildew hater, I will. But like, I listen to that, then I hear the new shit, and I'm like, you did it. Yeah. You disappeared and you came back exactly as good as you were when you left. That's nuts. And then you had Kendrick Lamar come on the joint with the Mona Lisa shit, and it was like, and then even to think about the fact that not only have you been going in and out of having extreme health issues, not only dealing with your own internal demons, but you freestyle this shit.
Yeah, that's
you don't write this.
Yeah, that nigga been doing shit for like 25 years now.
Right. Like, you breathe this shit. That's crazy. Yeah. Like, I loved it.
Yeah.
And that's how, Wayne, like, Kendrick, Andre, M, like, these are people that I view the way that they play with their voices. It's like voice acting. Yeah. You can play with, you can twist things. Danny Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah.
So DMV Flow, man, how you feel about it? You know, I ask everybody who come through.
Mixed.
Yeah, mixed?
Mixed, very mixed. Very mixed because I remember the first time I heard it, I was listening to Q the Fool, and he got this one joint, listen, don't drive, listen to drive for, drive for us. And I think that's the name of it was. and I heard that shit, and I had that shit on repeat, cause it was just the pocket. It was like it was a pocket that wasn't a pocket. It's like, I imagine it like drumming, like you swinging it real heavy, but for somehow it still catches on.
Yeah.
Then I've heard every other nigga try to do that shit around here, and I was like, all right, so I guess this was about to pop off, huh? All right, cool. Let's see how this goes. And then I see everybody do it. Then I see some people do it. It's cool, and then some people are trying to do it, and it's not good, and it's like, no.
I feel like I have a take on that. I feel like you just gotta make it your own, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people just pick one artist, but I'm gonna sound like this nigga.
Yeah.
A whole mixtape, and then they get mad at me when I'm like, I'm not really trying to post it, because I post that nigga already a lot, you know what I mean? So
yeah. It's like niggas, like, the reality, you can be influenced by people. The reality is, like, who your influence is, who you gonna sound like a lot of the times. You got a bunch of influences, you gonna sound like a lot of different shit. It's just how it is, depending on however you want to channel that shit.
Yeah.
But like, damn, man. Everybody?
Yeah, I feel you.
That shit blew up in like 4 months. It was like Will the Rapper was here, and then 3 Black was here, and then I'm watching like IDK in the middle doing his own thing that's not even like this on the PG shit. I'm like, alright, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just start seeing this wave of a bunch of niggas. So I started, like, I went from like, alright, I go to LA and I'm doing music and I be traveling around.
Yeah.
But then when I come home, a lot of times I just stay in my head, and then I'm just in making music, and then I work or whatever the fuck. But this time I was like, let me do some exploration. Let me start connecting more with the city.
Mm.
And boom, boom, boom. And it wasn't like they were horrible, and it wasn't like there wasn't a bunch of fucking fire in there. But there was just so many people that just sounded just like the Q the Fool shit.
Mm-hmm.
The swung flow type shit. Or whatever. What's the name for it? Is there a name for it?
Yeah, the DMV Flow.
The DMV Flow.
Yeah, that's what it is. But you starting to hear other artists from other places try to take the flow too and try to make it their own. You think that's a good thing for the
Fuck
city?
yeah, that's a very good thing for the city. That's why, like, that's what we're talking about, this mix. It's like 50-50, like, you know, that thought process, like any press is, you know, good press is bad press, any press is good press.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But like, in this set, it works. Cause like, even though it's a bunch of niggas doing it, you got some niggas is mad garbage, you got some niggas is okay, and you have niggas that's fire. Now it's like, people, it's like, on the outside, it's like, oh, you got enough people doing it, now it's making people want to watch.
Yeah.
Now it's like, is this all you do? Oh, it's not?
Mm-hmm.
Who Goldling? Oh, that's crazy.
That's when you started going to that branch off into other subgenres.
Who JPEG Mafia? Who Band Hunter Izzy? Oh, this is starting to make sense now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it worked.
It's definitely happening right now. So we're gonna see how that shit goes.
Yeah, bruh. Especially my nigga Breezy. That nigga wild. Breezy Supreme, him, and my nigga Dirty Gauges.
Breezy
Yeah.
Supreme, the dude Dre's and
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson. Yeah, I'm sharp.
Yeah, that's my nigga. So they crazy.
Yeah. So what can we expect from you in the future, man? 2019, you know, coming up fast.
Mad
What you got,
videos. I got an EP coming out called Oscillation. I got Volume 4. I did a series of mixtapes over the past, like, since like 2012.
Yeah.
So I'm on Volume 4 now. Everybody, you know, been wanting that drink, but I finally have the sounds that I want for it. So it's definitely like that good.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're getting the, I guess, the reception you deserve with your music you've been putting out lately?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I just need, the only thing that I need at this current moment is to like connect more with my city again. I feel like I left to do so much like shit. And I'm like, it's always been like, whenever I go someplace, they'd be like, oh, where you from? DC. Where you from? DC. Where you from? DC. So like, now that I have the time to actually be stable in the city, I'm using that time to like go out, develop it, and go connect with some people, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Under the Table, shout out Juice, all my niggas, you know? Like, I try to use that time to just do whatever is necessary. And yeah, especially now because I'm working with an indie label named EXO.
Okay.
Rav, Kill Bill, some cool ass niggas. Like, one of the homies in the UK, the other homie in North Carolina. And they picked me up, was like, yeah, we fuck with you, let's get you on this, you know, label type shit. So I was like, alright. So that's what this new project is coming through. So since I have a wider platform and I have, you know what I'm saying, some funds to put into that shit, now, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. So where you see yourself, let's say 3 years from now, man? If you look back on this interview, you know what I mean, where you see yourself at in the rap game?
I see myself where Kendrick Lamar was right before he released Damn. And to have like a couple of my niggas on. Like it's not. I see myself and I see like 4 people. It's just everybody just gonna be here, and it's just gonna be like a connecting network and never. Cause my goal, I honestly like my shit. Like niggas, everybody want to be on, but I want to be on because I honestly want to see this city actually heal. Like niggas don't know what the fuck goes on here. Nobody has any idea what DC is. You see politics, you see Donald Trump, you see Obama, you see Bill Clinton. That's all the fuck you think about. That's all you care about when you see DC is politics. But nobody think about the fact that 4 miles down from motherfucking A Street to the South Side, and some niggas wake up and don't go to bed that night. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too real. It's too real, and I want everybody. If hip hop is the way to make it so everybody connecting and this shit grow, let's have it happen.
That's a bet, man. Airospvce, man. Appreciate you coming out, man.
Bless always.
One of the day one supporters. I ain't gonna lie, man. Always kept it 100. You know what I mean? So appreciate you coming through, man. I look forward to what you got coming, man. Just keep spinning that shit and doing you, bro.
Thanks for having me, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. That's love. We out, bro.
Niggas, they missing it.